Hi, baby. This is a new episode of BDE, Brain Dumps with Estelle. And I just wanted to take a quick second to introduce this episode and break down a few things to you. What are we talking about? We're talking about supplements and certain things that I put in my body, tea, gummies, herbs that I use that have kept me sane since I have left my 5150. Two, I'm also showing you on camera, giving you the benefits and the effects of all of this, and also telling you how these herbs and these gummies are working with me as my person individually. Now, here's what you need to know. The full episode turned out to be 42 minutes. And since I'm a new vlogger or a new podcaster, I thought I needed to break it down into 2 episodes. So I watched the whole episode, and there is a very natural space where I can cut it. And it's going to be where I finish talking about the teas and I'm about to show you the supplements. That's where I'm going to cut off the first episode, okay? And then the second episode will be about 15 minutes. So the first episode will be about 25 minutes. The second one will be about 15 minutes, okay? And if you want to watch the whole version just all together, I will put that out as well. So you have 3 episodes coming out of this. You have the 26-minute episode, the 15-minute episode, and then I'm putting it all together as the 41-minute episode, okay? I really appreciate you watching this. Give me a like, a comment. Let me know in the comments what supplement you've never heard of that I talked about and what you are willing to try, and let me know if it's going to help. Sending you love. Thanks for watching. Bye. Quick disclaimer before we start. I have 2 cameras, one up, one a little lower. Here's why. I like to record with 2 cameras. That way I have a backup in case anything happens to a video or a device. Okay? So fair warning, you will see me look up, you will see me look here. I'm looking, this is my computer, that's my phone. Okay. So 2015 was a pretty weird year for me, okay? Mentally, especially, I landed myself in on a 5150 hold in a mental hospital, and part of the contract to be released is that you have to take medications. So I did take medications for about 6 months there, and for 6 months I believe that my medication had to be tweaked, changed, adjusted 3 or 4 times along those lines, because I remember having to see the psychiatrist maybe 6 weeks, every 6 weeks, because he would tell me to give it at least 6 weeks to start seeing anything. It didn't work for me. After 6 months, I realized that the medication was making me numb. It was making me dormant. It wasn't actually helping to address, identify, or heal the source of my depression. So I decided that I no longer wanted to be on medication. I decided that it is important for me to do work, dig in there, and find out what is causing me to feel and to be depressed, and to use that information to move towards healing. When I went to see my psychiatrist, I spoke to my husband about it first, and I was like, babe, these medications, they just make me go to sleep. They just make me sleepy and drowsy and sleepy and drowsy. And how is sleepy and drowsy going to help me not commit suicide, not try to commit suicide again? How is sleepy and drowsy going to help me not want to take my life? How is sleepy and drowsy going to help me have my regular appetite? How is sleepy and drowsy going to help me get the joy to go back to work? How is sleepy and drowsy going to make me want to go back to school? How is sleepy and drowsy going to make me not fear that if you leave the house, I'm dead? And he agreed with me. If it's not working for you, if you don't believe that this is benefiting you, I will hold your hand the whole way. So I went to my psychiatrist. I told him, hey dude, these medications, I know that they work for some people. Again, by the way, when I was in that hospital, at the time this is happening, I am actually a nurse myself. Yes, I am actually myself a nurse, and I am living with undiagnosed depression, and I go to a hospital where I treat mentally ill people. whole time, I'm myself a mentally ill person. Never knew. Never knew. So when I tell him this, honestly, American doctors are interesting because it's my second encounter with a doctor where I make a decision against their what they want me to do, and they end up telling me that I'm going to die. So I tell him, hey doc, this meds, the new ones, has been 6 weeks, 7 weeks, 8 weeks, however long, it is not working. I want to move on. I don't want to take meds anymore. I am going to go to therapy. I'm going to continue therapy, and then I'm going to do my own work, shadow work, introspection work, whatever the fuck work I had to do to heal, to feel better. Because the meds are not healing me, they're just pacifying the pain. That Asian man looked me dead in the eyes and said, in his medical professional opinion, if I leave this medication, if I stop taking anything chemical to help me balance my brain, within 3 months, 3 months, he said to me, you will be buried. They will bury you. You will make one more attempt and you will succeed this time. And I remember saying, okay, I will make sure that my husband sends you a funeral card so that you can come to my funeral, and walked out of there. One thing about me, you can't tell me. You can't tell me nothing about me. Because you ain't my God. You ain't my father. You ain't my mother. You ain't me, right? That's your professional opinion, and I get it. But you don't have the knowledge of what my life is going to be. You don't have the knowledge of where I'm coming from. You don't have the knowledge of what my destiny is. So for you to declare that within 3 months I'm going to die of a suicide attempt as if I had fucking terminal cancer, the fucking audacity. My husband was livid. By the way, my husband was an active living gangbanger. So anything was a reason to pull out, a glug glug. He was like, yo, you want me to wait for him in the parking lot? Why are you talking to my wife like that? It's all good, baby. He don't sign the paperwork for me to go to die. He don't do that. So I started self healing. And like I said at the beginning of this episode, this was in 2015. At the time that I'm recording this episode, it is December 2023. Exactly 7 or 8 years ago. 8 years ago. Exactly 8 years ago, in this month, I was in a position where I was every night when I went to bed, I would take more pills that I needed to take to sleep. I would drink with those pills. My attempt was subtle but consistent. Obviously, 8 years down the road, I am still alive. What might not be obvious is that I do not take chemical medication for my depression. Does that mean that I am healed from depression? No, I am not. Do I still have days where I think of taking my life, going to sleep, not waking up, escaping the world? Sure, sure. But not as often as back then, right? Not as randomly as back then. It's very like I gotta be pressure, without let up for like maybe 10 days in a row for me to start feeling like, yo, I want to escape. But thanks to therapy, thanks to journaling, thanks to reading tons of books, thanks to watching tons of videos about mental health, I am still alive. And I'm doing 800 times better than I was 8 years ago, 7 years ago, shit, 2 years ago. I still go to therapy. It's not a mandated thing. I go to therapy when I need to kind of decipher my thoughts, when I feel like something triggered me and I haven't been able to release it. So I need a professional to discuss it with me. But other than that, on a daily basis, there are things, supplements, and teas that I've been taking consistently, not necessarily even consciously. Like I'm like, okay, every day at 7. It's not like that. It's just like tea, for example. I drink tea every day of my life. Every day. If I skip a day, then it's some shit going on. Maybe I'm on the road and I'm not home. But even when I go to a hotel, I will take my tea with me. There's hot water somewhere. So the teas that I drink, when I get up in the morning, I make myself a mug of tea. I make a mug of tea for my drive to work. I make a mug of tea for the morning part of my job till it's my lunchtime. And then after lunch, I drink water or something cold. When I am at home on the weekend, when I wake up, I make a mug of tea. Wait, when I come home after work, I make a mug of tea before I go to bed. Every single mug of tea that I make has an intention specifically. And I know if you're like spirituality, remember I told you my page is about spirituality and psychology together to bring in a holistic approach. If you're into spirituality, when I say that everything needs to have intention, it means something. There are teas that you cannot drink at night because they're going to keep you awake. There are teas that you need to drink when you come home from work to signal your nervous system to slowly start to slow down. When no longer at work, I no longer need to be on 150 alertness. I no longer need my brain to just know. I need to slowly start to process and turn the lights off. There's tea that I drink when I wake up. There's tea that to wake me up. There's tea that I drink when I'm feeling really anxious. There's tea that I drink when depression is starting to hit, which means my thoughts are really dark. I'm starting to feel very, very lonely a little more consistently. Um, it's getting really hard to even crack a smile. Then I drink those teas. There are specific teas for everything that we're going through, men and women. Okay, so I want to share with you some supplements that I take. I want to give you a few points, like a few information about the benefits of these herbs and things that I take. I'm going to tell you how I feel like they work on me. I'm going to tell you how often I take them, and I'm going to visually show them. Okay? So let's get started. I have a list here. Where is my list? Where is my list? Here is my list. Okay. So let's get started. My first thing is also I'll make a little list in the on the side to read the information. So I'm gonna be, reading my little page. Hold on. Okay. All right. So the first one that I want to show you is lemon balm. This is lemon balm tea. And lemon balm on the box itself says calms the nervous system and supports digestion. This tea is made by traditional medicinals. I really, really, when I'm looking for herbs to put in my system to help me, I focus on how little ingredients there are and also how natural it seems. Okay? So this comes from traditional medicinals. It says daily herbal. The ingredients in here are only organic lemon balm leaf. That's it. If I want lemon balm, I don't want you to put lemon balm, saccharos, madaya, saccharos, all. I don't know how to even say them. There's just lemon balm leaf. Okay, it says 1,500 milligram, and this is actually made in California. Ooh, I like that. Okay, so it calms the nervous system and it supports digestion. It tells you to put it in hot water, 8 ounces, let it steep for 10 minutes. It's important to let your tea steep because all the strength, all the nutrients of the leaves, they go in the water. And this, the longer you let it sit, the stronger and potent that cup of tea is. Okay, so don't just do ding 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 and then you go drink. Girl, what are you doing? Squeeze and remove the tea bag to ensure maximum goodness. So this is what the tea bag looks like. Lemon balm, organic lemon balm. Okay. So it says on my in my notes, it says it reduces anxiety and stress. It helps to improve sleep quality and to treat insomnia. And it helps to boost alertness, memory, and problem solving skills. On me, how does lemon balm work? When I start to feel like my mind is racing, I'm getting really overwhelmed, I'm having ruminating thoughts means that you're thinking about the same three four things over and over and over. I need to go to my car and get my keys. I need to go to my car and get my keys. I need to make sure I cook. I need to clean the dishes. I need to go to my car. I need to clean the dishes over and over. Bitch, relax. Lemon balm. When I start to get that, okay, I need to go get some lemon balm. So I go and I make my tea of lemon balm with some sugar. Some people would like honey. I like to drop a cough drop in my hot tea so that it also helps to just like the taste and also gives you like your throat a little love. I smoke weed, big weed. So taking care of my throat is very important so I don't have like some kind of fucking cancer down the road because anybody got time with it. The next tea that I take, and I think that I take lemon balm maybe every other day or every time that I start to feel my mind racing. But if I know that my mind has a habit of racing and I take it on a daily basis, then it already is working in my system. Okay, that's why they say, oh, take a medication for like 30 days in a row to see how it's working because now it stays in your system and those compounds start to work with your hormones to balance them and to get them to do whatever the medication is. The next thing I take is St. John's wort. I started taking St. John's wort tea. I want to say in September. Yeah, when it started to get cold, when the season started to shift, I started to feel the seasonal depression starting to like push the door. I was like, "Oh, you coming? I see you, bitch. Not this year though. Not me. I know, not me." St. John's wort is the herb for depression. If you've never heard of St. John's wort and you have depression, the box says St. John's wort, naturally caffeine free herbal tea, no sugar, no colors, no art, no preservatives, made using only pharmacopoeia grade your organic herbs. And if I look at the ingredients, it says St. John's wort herb, 1500 milligram. What else is in here? Nothing. Nothing. It's just St. John's wort. It's just St. John's wort. So I drink one of these every day on my way to work. So that it kicks in while I'm at work, it kicks in while I'm around other people, it kicks in while the sun also touches me, and they work together to keep me level. St. John's wort is great for depression, chronic and seasonal. That is my experience for real, especially this year. Usually around September, end of September, all the way to December, I start to struggle a lot. My thoughts get really heavy. I start to struggle with loneliness. I start to feel very sad and very cold. I know it's cold, but I feel like extra cold. So it really helped me with my chronic and my seasonal depression. Balances it also helps to balance hormones, which helps to increase serotonin, which is the relaxation hormone. It helps to reduce anxiety, mood swings, cravings, signs of withdrawal from substances. So some people who are trying to cut off um substances that you take, right? Like cigarettes, whatever drugs you're taking, St. John's wort can really help with that with the withdrawal symptoms, okay? It is also good to improve sleep, digestion, and circulation. Okay, so this has been a herb that I added to my regimen since September. and it's really been helping me stay balanced, to keep my thoughts like high as much as possible. I can say that between last year, because I didn't take this last year, but I knew about it last year. I had it in herb form, and it was just so bitter. And I was like, "Girl, I'm good. I'm gonna be all right. I'm gonna be all right." So this year I found the tea. By the way, I found that on Amazon. It's about $7. There's 20 tea bags on there, so that's almost a month, right? If you take one every day, I promise you, if you buy one box, that is $7, and you drink 20 every single day, that's 20 days, you are going to start to feel a shift. You're going to realize that those things that used to like easily throw you off balance mentally, you're like, you know what, bitch, I see you. I'm alright though. I have a lot more tolerance for bullshit. And I'm not saying that you need to be able to tolerate bullshit, but sometimes as humans and living in society, you can't just, clock off because you're mad and just go home and you know what? Fuck it. No, baby, you still gotta get through the day. Right? So being able to just alright. And literally think and feel alright. I honestly feel that difference between last year and this year. Herb number three is passion flower tea. This is a great herb, especially for women. If you're a woman, I want you to write this herb down. This is from the company Tadin, which is I think also kind of Hispanic. I don't drink coffee. I take tea, my dear. Ooh, okay. Okay. It has no caffeine in it. And what's in this tea? Passion flower. Only passion flower. Let me show you what the Look how cute it is. I love like a light purple. I leave for life. Love a light purple, like lavender. Love it. So passion flower is really good to shift the mood. It's really good for mood disorders. It's really good for mood swings. My brain just told me to show you the St. George one. This is how it's packaged individually. It's orange. And I think that this is such a good color because orange means like inspires energy and brightness, right? So if you're feeling in the dumps and you open an orange box and you open an orange bag, your brain is already starting to see like brightness, and starting to get a signal. Is good things happening? Right. So passion flower for me helps me to slow down. It's kind of similar to lemon balm for me, but I think in a very more like subtle and soothing way. I think that passion flower, that's the word. It's a soothing herb for me. So in my notes, it says that it promotes better sleep. It calms muscle spasms. So those of us who have PMS and crampings, that's muscle spasms. It manages menopause symptoms, reduces anxiety, and increases memory. So this is a tea that you can take in the morning. You can take it in the day. It's not. It doesn't have caffeine, but it's also not going to make you feel like, oh, I'm drowsy. Maybe I don't sleep. No, sorry guys. It just helps you stay alert, but in a calm way. Okay. So the next thing I want to show you guys is I think passion flower maybe twice a week. Honestly, it's not a if I don't have anything else, if I don't have lemon balm, I don't have lavender, I go straight for passion flower. But if I have lemon balm, I'll go through lemon balm first before I touch passion flower. And it's not that something is wrong with passion flower. It's just that 3/4 of the month I don't have my period. So this, it's really good for me during my period because it helps, like I just told you, menopause symptoms. It helps with cramps. It helps to boost your mood. It helps with all that. Okay, it helps to promote sleep as well. The next thing that I take that I'm actually drinking, this is the cold version, but it's also like warm versions of this. This is matcha. Matcha. I buy this from Trader Joe's. This is not an ad for them. It says matcha green tea latte mix. So obviously, if it has green tea, then matcha is for energy. There's a lot of ingredients in here: cane sugar, coconut oil, maltodextrin, matcha green tea, whole milk powder, non-fat milk powder, malted milk powder, natural flavors, sodium caseinate, tricalium phosphate, guar mono and diglycerides, silicon dioxide, and salt. So this is latte. This is matcha. Matcha. I discovered matcha maybe I want to say this summer. I went to Coffee Bean one day and they had matcha mango latte. Oh my god. All summer I was at Coffee Bean just mm, I loved it. The mango was hitting where it was supposed to hit. It's a mango syrup at the bottom. But I realized that during the summertime, I work with children with a school system. So during the summertime, I'm not working unless I want to find a side job. And when I don't have a place to go every day consistently, like a job, my brain starts to get into dark places. Like, oh, you're useless. You're doing nothing all day. What have you done today? So eventually, I realized that when I drink matcha, my mood is a lot better. So I would drink, I would go just go, okay, go outside, get some sunlight, drive to the Coffee Bean, get some matcha tea. So I realized that matcha tea really helps to improve my mood. It boosted my energy. It never gave me the jitters. It never gave me the jitters. So some benefits of matcha, according to the internet, is that it helps with alertness, which is mental focus. It boosts your mood. It gives energy. It's a caffeine source, so it doesn't. It's coffee's mellow brother. So it gives you the focus, gives you the alertness, but it doesn't give you the all that. Okay, it also doesn't give you the coffee breath. It helps to manage stress levels. Like I said, it has helped me really like have a more positive like space in my head. Okay, it helps to ease PMS symptoms as well. I have a coworker last week. She's like all month I've been drinking matcha. All month, almost every day I go to Starbucks, I get a matcha or I bring a matcha from home. So she's like, why do you like matcha? And I was telling her like, oh, it's good for this, good for that. She's like, really? I'm kind of on my period and I'm dying and I'm so much pain and then like, girl, try some. And she loves it, and she told me that, oh my god, it works so well. Like it eases like that heaviness that you feel in your body and just mentally. It also helps with menopause symptoms. So try some matcha if you're a coffee drinker. If you're not a coffee drinker, if your thought tends to be in the dark or in the low, coffee is like a pick me up, right? So matcha is that also. You don't need the jitters and all that shit. So try that. Try that, darling. Okay. So next, I want to show you guys some tinctures. Tinctures are like oils, but you can put them under your tongue. You can put them in your mouth. You can put them in your drink. Well, under your tongue is in your mouth. Sorry. You can put them under your mouth. You can put them in a drink. I'm actually gonna put it in my drink right now. You can put it in your drink. You can put it in your tea. This one is the 8 mushroom blend, okay? The 8 mushroom blend, I've had it for almost 2 months, and I think it's just finished. Oh no, there's a little bit left. There's a little bit left. This is by the brand Kiki Green. This is the 8 mushroom blend. The bottle says focus, immunity, power, energy, liquid extract, 2 ounces. I believe this was $20 on Amazon. And like I said, it's lasted me 2 months. So $20 for 2 months, and I take about two half droppers because the half here is about 0.75 milliliters, and it says to take about 1 milliliter a day. So I've been taking about 1.5 milliliter a day, and honestly, my mind is calm, focused. Like my attention is crazy good. Let me read you a few of the benefits that the 8 mushroom blends claims. It helps you sleep better. It reduces stress. It reduces inflammation. It strengthens your immune system. It supports memory. It increases your energy levels, and it relaxes sore muscles. So you would ask me, oh, how does it taste? It tastes like, okay, it just tastes like a little liquid. There's no like aftertaste or anything. It's really good. So I would take this 2 droppers in the morning before I go to work. 2 droppers in the morning before I go to work, and drink my tea. The mushrooms that are in here are red reishi, cordyceps, changa, no chaga, lion's mane, shiitake, turkey tail, maitake, agarus brazil merle extract. Other ingredients: glycerin and purified water. So if you know anything about mushrooms, they have so many benefits and good effects. So do your research. You can find this on Amazon and read through it. Kike Green, the 8 mushroom blend. Okay. So next thing I'm gonna show you is this one. This is from Wild and Organic. I just got this last week, so it's just started. You can see how full it still is. So this one, I don't like the taste. Let's start there. I don't like the taste. But this is maca and ashwagandha. I have the benefits of maca here. I mean of ashwagandha, but I didn't look up maca. Let's go. Let me read it to you. It has different benefits for men and different benefits for women. So let me just read you the general ones. Maca increases libido. It reduces erectile dysfunction. It boosts energy and endurance. Increases fertility. Improves your mood. Reduces blood pressure. And it fights free radicals. Okay. Now, this is combined with another herb called ashwagandha. When I look at the ingredients here, there are 3 things here: black pepper, maca root, and ashwagandha. Black pepper is necessary to activate maca roots. Okay, so usually if you find anything that has maca root in it, look at the ingredients. If you don't see black pepper, then the maca root is not going to be activated. It's kind of like drinking decaffeinated coffee and thinking that it's gonna keep you awake. It's just not. It's the caffeine part, so it's the black pepper and the maca that work together. Okay, so maca roots. I read you what they are. This one says shake before using. Add 1 full squeeze of the dropper to 2 ounces of water 3 times daily, or as directed by your healthcare professional. So I don't like the fact that I have to take it multiple times. So what I do is in the middle of the day when I go to my lunch, I take like 2, 3, max 4 droppers and I put them in whatever liquid I'm drinking during my lunch. So if maca gives you a boost of energy and a focus, then if I'm starting to feel sluggish and tired, when I go to lunch and I have a couple of drops of this, when I come back my energy is good. I'm finishing the day straight, grounded. And again, we have ashwagandha here. I'm gonna read ashwagandha in a minute. Ashwagandha promotes, in my experience, okay, it promotes mental calm, focus, and it helps me to manage daily stress. It keeps me alert and focused. On the internet, these are other things that it says that ashwagandha benefits. It reduces anxiety and stress. It supports a restful sleep. It improves cognitive functioning. It lowers blood sugar levels, reduces cortisol, which is the stress hormone. It boosts brain function, and it helps to fight symptoms of anxiety and depression. So so far, how do I think this is working? I think it's working fine, because again, I've no if I take it in the middle of the day where when I get sluggish, my thoughts also slow down and get a little sluggish, like I don't want to be here, I don't like this place, I don't yeah. I get a little whiny. So once I take this and I go back to work, I'm like, oh, I got this, let's get through the day, girl. I want to have to go, let's kill it. So far, even though I've taken it maybe 3 times so far, I can say that it has positive effects. This was made in Los Angeles. Ooh. But it doesn't have a good taste. In liquids though, you cannot taste it. So I would say if you want to try maca ashwagandha from Wild and Organic, try that but put it in liquids. You don't have to put it in a whole box bottle. You can just put like a little bit of liquid, drop it in there, and boom boom boom, drink. we're finishing up, guys. Next, I want to show you some more tinctures that I found, but I don't use often because I don't have the consistent need for them. Okay. So these ones, I bought them at 99-cent store. I think that sometimes we think that our health and the things that we buy to take care of ourselves have to be hella expensive, and they don't. So this was about $4 each, so less than $10 for both. This was is from Super Organics, the brand, and this one is called Tranquility. It has ashwagandha, cordyceps, and holy basil. I just read you the benefits of ashwagandha. Ashwagandha. Okay, now I'm going to read you the holy basil benefits. It helps to reduce oxidative stress. Oxidative stress means, actually, let's ask Google, what is oxidative stress? Oxidative stress, KS. Oxidative stress reflects an imbalance between the systemic manifestation of reactive oxygen. Oh, that's too much. I don't want to know all that. I want something short. Okay, something short. Oxidative stress can occur when there is an imbalance of free radicals and antioxidants in the body. So it kind of helps balance the hormones in our body, and that's also what cordyceps does. So this has ashwagandha, cordyceps, and holy basil, and it's only 1 ounce. And the ingredients here are amazing. It's just cordyceps, ashwagandha, organic eleuthero, and organic lemon balm. Oh, there's lemon balm in here. And organic basil and deionized water. This was made in Arizona. I like to know where things are made because that means it's local and it's, you can actually drive up there. This is what tranquility looks. So if you have an anxiety, these are things that you can use in an emergency. It's the middle of the day and you're at work and something triggers you and you don't have time to go home and kind of, sit down, process, take a shower. What for me, smoke a blunt, listen to music. No, so you just take a couple of drops, you drink some water. I'm alright. Here is one of the most amazing things about tinctures. They work within 40 minutes. Within 30 minutes, you feel the effects because it's liquid, it's direct straight to your bloodline, and it gets to work. This one says take 30 drops, which is about 1 dropper full, 1 to 3 times per day as needed in water, juice, or directly in mouth. This is like maybe 1/3 is gone. I've taken this a few times. It has an interesting taste, but it's cool. So if you can't afford to get Macaro, which is $20, maybe you can get Tranquility from Super Organics for $4 and kind of help yourself there. The next one is Snooze, also by Super Organic. It has chamomile, valerian, and skullcap. So chamomile is responsible for calming us. It's responsible for slowing down our mind, and it tells our body to slow down. Next, there's valerian. Valerian reduces anxiety, promotes better sleep, and it has sedative qualities. Skullcap reduces anxiety, promotes better sleep, and soothes the nervous system. So when you take a whole dropper full of these, let's say 30 minutes before you go to bed, you find yourself easily falling asleep, but also staying asleep for a longer time. I don't have sleep problems. I know that a lot of people who have depression struggle with sleep problems, but I don't. I sleep really well because I smoke good weed. Okay. And the teas that I take to go to bed. Maybe I can show you guys some teas. I don't think I have my sleep teas here. I don't have sleep tea because I don't have insomnia. I just make teas that help me to slowly unwind and go to bed. Okay, next I want to show you two more things that I use in emergency and we're going to wrap up this episode, okay? It's been a longer one than expected. If you're still watching, honestly, thank you. Please let me know in the comments. If you're still watching right now, put a blue heart so I know that you made it till this minute because shush, I've been talking for a minute, okay? I have two things that I want to show you and we're done, okay? So in a moment of a crisis, because anxiety doesn't give you an announcement. It just shows up and starts banging. Okay. If you have social anxiety, chronic anxiety, general anxiety, any kind of anxiety, you can have these things with you to help yourself so that you can continue to move on in life like a regular person. So this is ashwagandha gummies by the company Nutrition Works. I bought this at 99-cent stores as well. I live in California, in Southern California. So I don't know where you live. Maybe your 99 cents doesn't have this. I don't know. But my 99 cents has this. This is $3.99. There are 30 gummies in there, and you're supposed to take 2 gummies at a time. So this lasts you for 15 days. It says it calms the mind and body, relaxation support. What is in here is ashwagandha, 265 milligrams, glucose, natural flavor, natural color, water, sodium citrate, sorry, made in the U.S. from globally sourced ingredients. It was made in New Jersey. This is what it looks like. So the directions say it's a light pink. I like it. As a dietary supplement, take 2 gummies daily or as directed by your healthcare professional. So what I do with these is when I park at work, I open it. Actually, I'm gonna open it regularly. And the expiration date is January 2025 because some people think that, oh, 99 cents, the medication is probably already expired. Well, if I'm in 2023, I have 2 more years, babe. So what are you talking about? So this is what the gummies look like. They keep you calm, they keep you centered, they keep you relaxed. I have this in like a little box like this in my car. So when I park and I'm still watching my shows, because I get to work maybe 30 minutes ahead of time, so I can just settle. I stay in my car. I eat my gummy bears, I have my breakfast, I drink my matcha, I have my little drops, and I'm ready for the day. Okay, it really helps to soothe my anxiety. The last thing I want to show you is really in emergency moments where I'm like, help. I take this. I discovered this at Vons, and they are about $14-15. There are 50 pieces in there. This is candy coated, it's chocolate coated, and it's delicious. 4 pieces per serving. Do not exceed more than 2 servings per day. So do not take more than 8 of these a day. They are made by the Good Day Chocolate. This you can buy at Vons. If you don't have it at your Vons, you can find them on Amazon and online too. I've seen them online. There's multiple kinds. There's some for sleep, there's some from energy, and there's some to calm you. This is the calm version. They also have some for kids. Sleep, multivitamin, and calm to help you relax. So what you do is when you start to feel anxious and you're getting really anxious, you take a couple of I take 2 at a time, sometimes 1 or 2, and you just let it slowly. It's chocolate. It slowly melts into your mouth, and then within 30 minutes your anxiety is gone. And I'm not saying when you're having a panic attack, that's when you take it. Well, you take it because it's gonna help. But when you start to feel like your mind is racing, oh my god, I'm not gonna make it through the day. Somebody help. This is my go-to. The ingredients in here are calm blend, L-theanine, chamomile flower, and valerian. So it's a very low valerian so that you don't get sleepy at work. But it's really, really good. I bought a box from a box like this for my younger brother, and it's really been helping him. This is what they look like purple chocolates, and it's actual chocolate. They melt so easily in your mouth, and within 15-20 minutes you immediately feel relaxed, but you also feel it for a long time. Okay, so I know that this was a long episode. I know that I talked a lot, but these are the things that have been helping me stay sane, and I wanted to give you this. If you like this, please let me know. Okay, I appreciate y'all for watching. Thank you so much for being here. Bye guys.